welcome. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Today I'll be painting Stitch. It's the first time I'll paint this Stitch on myself. In my videos, I rarely pause or make adjustments. We'll just paint and see what goes on. As you might know, English is my second language, so if anything doesn't add up or you don't understand, just comment below and I'll make sure to answer it to clarify. So today we'll be doing Stitch. I made a quick composition on my paper. I like to paint on paper first, and I don't really have practice boards because it takes too long for me to dry and I don't have any patience for that. So the first step in our Stitch design is paint flowers like these. I chose these kind of flowers because it reminds me of the Lilo and Stitch movie, which is set in Hawaii. So roses or petals are a good option. I like these. Try and do what kind of flower you're comfortable with. We will be starting here in the central focal point and try and go like this towards these focal points. Okay, I've loaded my flat 5/8 Superstar brush with this split cake, and I've only loaded the yellow, orange and purpley pink one. This one is called the Double Dip Sugar Rush by Fusion, I think. Yes, by Fusion. And now I've talked too much already, so I'm reloading because otherwise it will be dry again. It's very hot here in the Netherlands at this point. Let's see. What I like about these types of flowers is that it doesn't need to be accurate, because these flowers just, are. So as you can see, I have a large middle flower and then we'll do petals all the way up. Let's reload again, because I like to talk a lot while I'm painting. It takes a lot of time to do this, especially on myself, because normally I don't really paint myself. I've started doing that recently and I really like it. It's just, it takes a little while longer for me to do the designs. Okay, so up like that. Like this. I'm just going to close this curtain because I think, yeah, that's better. I think you have a better view now. Okay, so this is it. Where we're at right now, like I said, it doesn't really need to be symmetrical because it's flowers and in nature nothing is symmetrical. So, like this. And right now my cake smudges, did you see? The orange and the yellow smudges a little bit, so I'm just reloading with a clean brush. And when I put the clean brush over it a couple of times, the colors will pop more. And it won't smudge, you see? There you go, like this. I also like to do some flowers right here, just to tie it all together. So we'll do that right away as well. So I leave the darker colour on the outside, as you can see. And right now we're using the focal point there. And you can use the heel of the brush to add a bit more yellow if you need. There we go. Okay, so now we're doing stitch, and I like to do stitch without his mouth. So that's where the flower is for, to hide its mouth, because the mouth is quite iconic, and if you don't get that right, your stitch will look off. So I did a few stitches where the mouth showed, but I wasn't quite happy with them because I thought, okay, it is stitch, everyone can see it's stitch, there's no problem with that. Just the mouth makes it so either like it's too friendly, or if it's too scary looking, and sometimes even sad, because the mouth is quite wide on stitch. So that's why I came up with hiding Stitch's mouth. Also, I like to do is paws, like it's hugging the flowers from behind. Okay, so to make the stitch color we like, we are going to use 3 different kinds of blue, and I'll mix them together. As you might know, I like using Maran for everything, except for the one strokes, which I do a lot of fusion, sometimes chameleon. I do not have an ad or something like that, so everything is purchased by me. I don't get any sponsor, but if you're interested, let me know. I don't know, just put it out there, someone might hear it. Okay, so when you're new to a design, it might help to draw in some basics with white, just to make sure you have everything where it should be and it adds up, and it's not too big of a head versus the ears, and the claws or the paws will, you know, fit. So my recommendation is, when you are just doing stitch for, you know, not as long, and it's not really in your daily painting menu, I like to draw in a little bit first with white or brown tints, just to make sure everything adds up and it doesn't end up looking weird. Only if I have time though, because when I don't have time, I'll just wing it, and 9 out of 10 times it comes out good, and if not, the child is happy, which is most important, of course, with our job. Okay, there we go. I am using, oh, it's very, very dirty. I'm using my hand mirror to paint on myself, because otherwise it doesn't work for me like that. I like to use the mirror. Okay, so I'm looking down as I paint. Sometimes I'll glance up to see if you can see it. Let's see. I like to start with the nose, because we want the nose to be quite big. Stitch has a large nose, and it, you know, it doesn't have to be an exact replica, it just needs to be Stitch. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is always the tough part, because I don't really know where to have you. Let's see. I'll try and do it like this, okay? I usually use my pinky just to keep steady. But I'm gonna try do it free. I'm sorry, it's a little itchy. Okay, there we go. Let's see, because I like it. It's just a sketch, you know, just to make sure we know where we're going to paint him. So this is its head. Funny thing is, Stitch's ears come out on the bottom and point up most of the time. I've seen some stitches where the And of course you can do that if the child has a small forehead. So either you can lose half of the flower, you know, just to put it in between the eyebrows with some small petals, or you can lay down its ears to make sure you get everything on there. So as you see, I'm sketching. It's not anything different than that. I'm just sketching to see where everything will be. Makes it a lot easier to do, to paint it afterwards, because then you can adjust. If there's something I'm not happy with, I can still adjust it. So this will be its nose, and then the eye area, like that, like that. Yes. And this is where its paws will be. Every painting I do is not the same, because I have one on my Instagram of this stitch. It was the first time I did this one, and it will look very different compared to this one, because every time I do something it's different and it will look different, and that's okay because we're not copy painters. Okay, so Stitch's nose is quite dark, so I'm gonna use my darkest blue I have, which is the dark blue by Meren. This is it. And I'm gonna load it up and then mix in a little bit of black to make the color I want. I like to mix things, mix colors to make sure I have the right ones. Okay, so this is for his nose. There we go. Still a little light, but that's okay. There we go. To color everything in, I'm using a Filbert number 6 by Facepaint shop.eu. It's my favorite Filbert one, small one to do larger pieces like this. Let's see. Then for the inner eyes or the eye area, we'll be using a lighter blue, the Brilliant Blue Baby by Meren. That's it. It's a shimmer one. I like this one a lot. There we go. And we're going to outline everything, so it will look a lot cleaner once we outline. I'm going to rearrange some things to have my water right there on my right hand side, because now it's on my left and it's not very easy for me to reload. So I'm hoping this works better. Just hope I don't push it over. There we go. Okay, so now for stitch itself, it's a combination of the light blue I'll do, because that's shimmery, and the dark blue, just to make sure I get this great shade, which stitch is, and it's not really light blue, it's more of a darker blue. Let's see, like this. I think this might be a good color. Okay, there we go. Let's try it. As I say, I'm just winging it, okay? Let's do the paws first. And right now we're just doing the base, because everything will look very much different once we do the line work. Stitch has little some hairs on top of his head, so make sure you have some colour there as well to make its fur. Okay, there we go. And I might need to go over the white again, just to make sure I don't have too much white showing in my blue, like here. You see that? It's just a little bit too white for me. So I think I have to go over that again after I've done this. There we go. And leave some open in the ears, because it, oh, I'm not doing this right, you see? I had to do the opening here and I did it right here, so now its ears are just like this. That's not right, but we're going with it because I don't have any wet wipes on the job. I have wet wipes, so I just erase that and flip it, but I don't have them. So, you know, things happen, and hopefully it won't impact the design as much. Okay, so for the inner ears, we'll need a very light pink, and I'm also doing this one. It's a Brilliant Fuchsia, I'm not sure, we'll say Fuchsia in Dutch. So it's the Brilliant Fuchsia, I'm not sure. Also by Maren, and I'll just get some white and mix that in to have a good colour for the inner ears. It's very, very light pink, which is good. Right, that's the colour I wanted. Okay, there we go again. And as I said, those ears don't match up, but hey, that's life. And we don't always have time to fix our mistakes on the job, because you just need to go on. Also, this is not really an on-the-job design I'm doing right now. It's more of a private birthday party design, because it's quite elaborate. But you could, you know, make it faster by, I don't know, just doing the face and then one flower and that's it. Or maybe bring it down altogether. So the eyebrow line will function as a barrier over which Stitch will see, and then just maybe do some double dip flowers instead of the one stroke flowers, because I'm going to make them more beautiful as well, with some dots, highlights and green petals, I think. But this is the base we're working with right now. I'm really happy with it. I like it. I think it's a good one. Okay, so right now, first what we'll do is load our flat petal brush. This is a flower number 2 by Bull Brush. It's like this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a flat petal brush, and I'll be loading it with green to make some greenery in between the flowers. And I'm just noticing I don't have the green paints with me, so I'm just going to get them. Let me pause you for 1 second. Okay, here we are again. I've just got my light green and dark green, and we're going to load this up with the double dip technique. So first I'll do the light green and then just wipe off excess of the tip. There we go. And then with activated paint, which I don't have right now, I'm just so well organized. I don't. When I don't have this, I like to use the back of my brush just to activate a little paint in where which I can use to double dip my petal brush in. This is very quick. There we go. Let's see. Also, this is the time where you can, I don't know, fix some issues you see. Okay, so this gives a lot more color, you see? There we go. Then with my black, I'll use a number 2 local Cornell round brush, and we'll be outlining Stitcher. This is the critical phase, and then it's just, you know, mocking things up and making everything pretty, which is a fun phase also, I think. There we go. Getting an inky consistency on your black will help you a lot. And also I like to make little wells. I don't know if you see them. Yeah. And then activate my paint in them. So I can dip and continue as I please. Okay, so it's loaded. This is the tricky phase because you don't want to mess things up. It's really hard to fix things if you mess things up, like with the black. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do the nose first. And then the eye. Is it an eye socket? I think it is, I don't know. Like the eye sockets. Not really the sockets, but the, like this. Which is blue. Lighter blue than the rest of his face. I don't know the word for it. If you know the word for this part, I'd like to know it, so comment it below, okay? Just for future references, then I know what it's called. Okay, we're doing good. Don't jinx it, Nicole. It's a little... I'm not really happy with this outlining. I'd like to have it more delicate, but you know, right now I've committed, so there we go again. And this is the hair part. Oh. There we go. Oh, oopsie. Okay. I'm doing all right. I'm not really, you know, it's always difficult to do the outlining on your own face. I think it's the most difficult part of why painting your own face is harder than painting someone else's, because it's very difficult to see exactly where you are in the mirror. So kudos to all the makeup artists who do that face constantly. I'm really trying to be better at this, so that's why I do these tutorials and paint live, just in, you know, so you see that nothing is perfect. Once you do it the first time, it's not possible to have things perfect while doing it on the first time on your own face. But that's okay. Oh, isn't he cute? And the paws. What are they? Are they paws? I don't know. Hands, paws, whatever. Oh, I like it. Okay, so now for the pupils. They are just black, which is easy because I've already got my black. Okay, so where will he look? I think down, like, you know, towards the flower. And also make sure that I have a nice barrier between the flower and stitch without having to outline the flower per se. We could do that if we wanted. It's just not necessary this way because, you know, all this black, make sure we get to see where stitch ends and the flower begins. There we are. Oh, I like him so much. Okay, so we will let this dry for a moment and then we'll do just some, you know, things with the flowers, etc. First, and then the highlights on stitch itself. I hope you don't mind if the video is a bit long. Also, you can just, you know, scroll along whilst I'm talking. It's not really important. Okay, so with my number 2 King Art round, I'm loading up some creamy white. This is DFX paint, by the way. I'm using DFX for my black with outline paint and also my white. There we go. I usually always do these types of dots by the eyes because I think it really looks nice and also it makes the eyes pop. And also I like to do, you know, little starbursts on the apples of the cheeks because when you smile, when kids smile, the cheeks, you know, pang, and I don't know, it's one of my favorite places to put starbursts. Also, you can add glitter, you know, with everything also. And what I like to do is use a lot of glitter, especially when I've gone wrong somewhere, just to mask it up, you know. So if you get like a cream glitter, then you can just put it on over the paint, whereas glitter gels will smudge the paint. So I'll look into some, if I were you, I would be looking into some, you know, you don't need much. If you have like a gold one and a blue one and a pink one, then it'll always match up because I don't know about you, but blue, pink and gold are the most requested glitters. I have like a palette which I made. I could show you sometime, just not here right now. And I will hold it up and tell them, okay, which one would you like? And those are the 3 they almost always get. So the gold one, the pink one, and the blue one. Okay, enough chit-chatting right now. Okay, for the highlights in the eyes, I'd like to do 2 drops, 2, what do you call them, dots. And to make good dots, you need a cream consistency white, and you load up a lot. So there's a little, bubble hanging off of it, and then you can just put it down and that will be a perfect right dot. Okay, it's a little bit much right now. Okay, there we go. Let's see, do one there. You see how easy? And then just a little one. Oh, I think it's so cute. Just some highlights. I see I forgot something. I have to go and get my black going again, I see. Which is okay. I mean, we're not perfect. I just missed little wrinkles above his nose. It's a very young stitch I have right now. It has no wrinkles at all. So this is the first one. The young one. I like this though. Let me just show you on my sketch earlier which wrinkles I'm referring to. Okay, so I'm sorry, that was my paint. I mean the wrinkle above his nose and like the eyebrows, which are not really eyebrows. I think it's more like frown wrinkles. You could do them, but I really like this one, so I don't think I'll change anything of it. So let me know in the comments what you like, if you like this design and if you will be using it. If you do use it, please take a picture and tag me. I would love to see them. Also like and subscribe on my channel. A lot more coming up. I'm doing, I don't know, what would I be doing? I like to do a Sully also from Monsters Inc. And I have a very cool Hulk, which I'll be doing also maybe today. I'm not sure, I don't think so, but I am definitely going to take some pictures of this cutie and be uploading very soon. Also, I'm going on holiday, and I'm trying to get off social media, off Facebook, off YouTube for a while, at least a week, just to prioritize my family. So I wish you all a very, very good summer, and I hope you like my design, and if you use it, please tag me. I'm Nicole from Het Toverpenseel. I'll just put it on there in the comments, and I hope to see you soon. And if you have any questions about this design, about other designs, about techniques or paints or whatever, just ask them. I'm very happy to help you with them, but it is possible that I won't be answering very quickly because of my holiday, which is coming up next week. Okay, thank you so much for watching again, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Oh, let me just have you have a quick look, very close. As you see, my black outline is quite thick, and I don't think I'll do that again. But it does, it does something. Thank you for watching. Bye.